Here's the standard division algorithm. The steps that we go through are divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. This is through each step. The first thing that students must have is a solid foundation of their math facts. If they do not have this, the standard algorithm becomes very difficult. Their first step when looking at a problem is to say to themselves, I have 342 items and I need to put them into groups of 9. I'm looking for how many groups that actually is. So to start with, they look at the first digit of the 342 and think, can I make 9 groups out of 3? The answer is no. So they then would add the next digit. Can I make 9 groups from 34? Sure, but then the question is how many? This is where their math facts are imperative. They need to know what math fact 9 times what gives them closest to 34. Well, 9 times 4 is 36. That gets them closest to 34. However, it is 2 more than the 34 they have. So they then would drop down to 3 times 9. They write the 3 over the top of the digit, the last digit that they are using, which is the 4 out of the 34. 3 then times 9 is 27. So we've now divided by 3, and then we've multiplied 3 times 9 to get the 27. The next step is to then subtract. Then you check, is my number here, 7, smaller than my number that I'm dividing by, which is 9 in this case? And the answer is yes. So I do not have any of numbers able to make another group. So I then bring down the 2. Now we go back up to the top again and think, okay, 9 divided into 72 is how many groups? Well, I know that 9 times 8 is 72. So I then multiply. 8 times 9 is 72. I then subtract. I then check. Is 0 smaller than 9? Yes. Are there any more numbers to bring down? No. So my answer of 38 is completed. The same steps are completed each time, no matter what our size of divisor. So the first step is to look, can 12 go into 6? No. So I move over and say, how many groups of 12 can I make from 60? That is 5. 5 times 12 is 60. I then subtract. I then check. Is 0 smaller than 12? Yes. So I bring down 1 digit. I now say to myself, divide. Can 12 be made from 4? Or can I make a group of 12 out of my 4 things? That would be a no. At this point is where students would then want to bring down the 1 and make it 41. But they cannot. We need to complete this step. We can make no groups, which means we then multiply by 0 and then subtract. And then check, is 4 still smaller than 12? Yes. And then bring down our 1. Now I can do 12 into 41. This is an important step so that they do not miss the placeholder of the 0. How many times can 12 go into 41? Well, 12 times 4 is 48. 48 is too large for 41. So this needs to be 3. 3 times 12 is 36. Which leaves me a remainder of 5. There, I need to check to see, is 5 smaller than 12? Yes. And are there any other numbers to bring down? No. So this is then written as my remainder. So 6,041 divided by 12 is 503 with a remainder of 5.